Hello, my name is swissbianco. In this video I will talk about the Crosman Auto Air 2 air gun, air pistol, as it is in front of the camera. This is an older air pistol and modeled after the Automag 2 pistol in 22 Magnum. Back then that was quite amazing that somebody was able to make a 22 Magnum automatic self-loading pistol, and Crosman did jump on the wagon and make a air pistol version of that. The Automag pistol did start long time ago in the 44 Automag caliber. That was a complete different design and featured some unique technical interesting features, but the 22 Magnum version came way later. And so that was basically the Crosman version of it. We see I did print out the manual. The gun is used and came with no box and manual at all. But if you go by the Crosman website, you see the manual of pretty much every air gun that they made, also the parts list and all that. So you can download it and print it out as well. We see, I'm gonna fold it a bit that we see a bit closer how that looks. We see the the Crosman address and the parts of the gun, the different parts. You can always stop the video to see it a bit closer. The bottle is tip up if you want to shoot the pellets, how to adjust the sight and the CO2. It uses the 12 gram CO2 bottle. That is the larger one. There is a smaller one as well, and all in all it's pretty simple. The main ammunition it uses is BB, and the pellets is for directly load into the bottle, which we're gonna see. They say the velocity is 480 feet per second, 146 meter per second. The bottle is a smooth bore that we see too. And what I did not see yet is how many BBs go into that loading chamber there. The BB loading port, there we have it. It doesn't say much how many go in it there. We're gonna do a second video quite likely to fire it up. So the main deal is with the safety. It has a cross bolt safety. That is important feature. Then we have, of course, here the trigger, and on that part here, that is the spring-loaded gate for the BBs. The BBs we fill in here in that hole, and then we release the tension. I would say it's about 15, maybe 14, 12 BBs that will go in here. We're gonna test that out. The trigger is double action. This one was dry. I did oil it a bit. The hammer is non-functional. It's not gonna move. That's part of the plastic. The rear side is adjustable. The typical Crosman parts here and here with the screws. And then we have that part here. Basically you have on the left side and on the right side that part that you grab and push it up, and there we see the bottle from the chamber end, and there, if you want to shoot the pellet, you need to load the pellet in here as a single shot, if you wanna say so. The BB will repeat automatically, but the pellets are just one by one. And below the bottle we have a bit a spring, so a flat spring, that part here is spring loaded, so it jumps up for easier loading. That is all what it is. I'm gonna open it up for the other side as well. So it's pretty simple made, the whole design. That also translates that the muzzle is fake. It's about close to an inch the end of the bottle, the actual bottle, that is smooth bore, and then we have about an inch of plastic that is needed because we have the angle now is downward, so that would not work with the bottle if it would go all the way here. That should be clear. Then we have on the bottom the typical screw for the CO2 powlets to open. One did misuse that one a bit with a plier, and it's also rusty. That's pretty common because you need to wrench that a bit down, and by hand that should be enough, but some people use the pliers and that is not correct, and then we end up with bended parts like this. I'm gonna fix that, it's easy. And the bluening, if you don't care, that's gonna rust like it did a bit here. So to put in the CO2, we need to open the right side of the grip. Comes off like usually with the Crosman. The left side is screwed on, so you actually could change the grips too, but they are pretty nice. And we see, unlike many others they did by Crosman, sometimes they use the CO2 bottle that comes in here with the valve facing inward to the seal, and then that metal part grabs around the CO2 part and hold it. So in this case here they did not do that. It grabs on the plastic of the frame with those two metal parts. That's quite likely a safety feature, because otherwise if you unload the gun completely, take out the ammunition and the CO2 bottle, the grip would not hold onto the scale, would not hold onto the frame, and yeah, that could be dangerous. So with other Crosman that I have, I need to leave an empty CO2 bottle in there that the grip hold on. So that's a nice improvement on that one. And for close it, you simply push it in the position that the slot marks and you push it in. That's all what it is. And then the trigger, we need to put it on fire, and then you simply press it. We should not do that too much as a dry fire. It's relatively hard. It is like a double action only only trigger. Yeah, it's more for my right finger. Because of the automatic action, you can fire it as fast as you can pull the double action trigger using the BBs in it until it's empty. So this one is a typical Crosman air gun in the way that it has the double action trigger that does the feeding and firing of the mechanism, and you can fire it as fast as you are able to pull the trigger, just for fun, for a little bit slight target shooting, because the sight radius is pretty long. The sight is adjustable. It's not a match gun, of course. The barrel is for BBs and has no rifling, so even with pellets, that is not gonna give you absolute accurate gun in that regards. But the Crossman is more for fun, like we do it here in USA. We have the guns just for fun, and that is already enough enjoyment and enough reason to own it. One thing I want to point out towards the end, it has a serial number. Then we see the Auto Air in print. We see the F in the cornered part here. That is for Germany, that say that this air gun is legal in Germany because it has not too high of a power, because like in UK, high power air guns are treated like firearms and needed some kind of permit and a license to own. This one with this part here, you see that on many Crossman arms, they molded it in, so that is legal for Germany and maybe other countries as well to own. The safety has a bit of red on it. On the other side we see Crossman and the model and patents. Load BB only, that is here the hole that we did look at. And then of course the typical warning, be careful, it's a evil, mean Magnum air gun. I don't know what else to say. Because it's BBs, you need to be careful with the A protection. The BBs may bounce back, so A protection is always a good thing to have. And the sight is really nice made. The rear sight and the front sight as well. This one lost a bit of the color on it. This one is used, so that is how that is. Load pellets only. So it's pretty simple, and the whole thing is sleek. It is like the 22 Magnum pistol. I had those in my hands as well. I did never own one of those, but it is as really as sleek and would make a great training firearm for those who have the 22 Magnum version of that pistol. Especially in USA, they are. Yeah, I see them pretty around on gun shows as well. It's not made anymore for a long time, but they are still around. So if you want one, check out Gunbroker or other places. You're gonna find one, and the air gun version quite likely as well. That much about the Auto Air 2. As it gets a bit better weather, we're gonna put in the CO2 cartridge and some BBs and test it out on the range, how well it does. Maybe we're gonna do a video as we fire it up.